Venezuela, a real threat.
Comenzarán a llegar los fusiles Kalashnikov para armar pues a nuestro pueblo. Gobierno intervencionista, invasor. Vayamos preparándonos para la guerra asimétrica. Socialismo o muerte.
The radical and populist project currently established in Venezuela constitutes a threat for the peace in South America and the rest of the world. For this purpose, the Venezuelan president uses an anti-imperialist rhetoric proposing the creation of a new multipolar world where he would be the leader of the Southern Axis using the vast Venezuelan oil income.
Así como fracasó el imperialismo norteamericano en su intento de detener la revolución cubana, igual fracasará en su intento de detener la revolución bolivariana. Cuando nosotros nos vayamos de aquí, ya el imperialismo norteamericano, si no ha desaparecido, debemos dejarlo como un verdadero tigre de papel.
Castro communism has reappeared strongly. Its pupil, Lieutenant Colonel Hugo Chavez, has provided his unconditional support.
Para que viva la revolución cubana, tiene que vivir la revolución bolivariana.
Today, democracy defenders in Latin America are bewildered. The Cuban dictator Fidel Castro and the revived guerrilla leaders of the 60s, like Nicaraguan Daniel Ortega, are furthering their objectives throughout our hemisphere with an unheard speed.
Y eso debe ser característica de toda revolución. Tiene que abrirse como una flor de vida a los demás pueblos.
The Chavez phenomenon has not only affected the southern countries, but also the Bush administration, which has had to face hard domestic critiques for the perceived carelessness regarding the application of stronger politics, stopping the advances of Chavez's popular radical movement.
Es decirle basta al gobierno del señor Bush. Los pupilos de Bush en América Latina están cayendo uno a uno. You are a donkey, Mr. Danger. You are a donkey. Me refiero, ustedes saben, para decirlo con todas sus letras, a Mr. George W. Bush. You are a donkey, Mr. Bush. Te voy a decir algo, Mr. Danger. Tú eres un cobarde, ¿sabes? Si algún día se te va a ocurrir la locura de invadir Venezuela, te espero en esta sabana, Mr. Danger. Come on here, Mr. Danger. Come on here. Cobarde, asesino, genocida, genocida. Eres un genocida. Eres un alcohólico, Mr. Danger. Es decir, eres un borracho. Eres un inmoral, Mr. Danger. You are the last. Lo peor que ha habido en este planeta, de lo peorcito que ha habido, se llama George W. Bush.
Hugo Chavez's government has taken care to assure that it has legal cover for its actions before its citizens and the world.
Por ahí en alguna región llegó un fiscal a tratar de evitar que un cuerpo militar cumpliera unas instrucciones dadas por el presidente de la República. Le dije al general, pues no le haga caso.
The indiscriminate use of the oil-related financial resources, $200 million per day, has given him an omnipotent power, allowing him to control all the country's public institutions. For instance, managing to obtain the approval of laws affecting the freedom and properties system of the country with simple majorities.
No hay ninguna propiedad ilimitada.
The response to the regime concerning the government's imposition on its citizens did not take long to be heard. There have been hundreds of victims as a result of the different expressions of political dissidents. The Venezuelan regime has created a network with its allies of the international left that has meddled in internal affairs affecting the governance in neighboring countries, financing radical and subversive leaders and groups with evident Castro-communist tendency, such as the Bolivian Evo Morales and the Peruvian Ollanta Humala, the FARC, the indigenous leader Quispe, and even radical Islamic groups. Hugo Chavez has made common cause with groups whose ideology harks back to the worldwide orthodox left or to the Latin American populist militarism. His strategy lies in staying in power by means of a far from transparent voting system, to be perpetuated in power and end with a democracy in the name of love, peace, freedom, equality, and the vindication of the marginalized.
Es malo ser rico. No pretendamos ser acaudalados. Solo quiero convencerlo.
His plan is based on spreading his revolutionary ideology, and it has started to pay off with the emergence of new leaders following his ideas, who are plunging Latin America in violence and chaos.
No nos importa para nada lo que opinen los imperialistas norteamericanos.